Social Media's Effect on Society's Youth by Kyle Kamat. The introduction of mainstream social media began in 1997. The website was called 6 Degrees and lasted from 1997 to 2001. It allowed users to create a profile and give people the ability to virtually become friends through blogging and instant messaging. Even though this website had limited abilities, it was a good source for long-distance relationships and networking. By the year 2000, around 100 million people had access to the internet. Even with this many people having contact to social media, these websites were considered more of a hobby than a way of life. That was until the introduction of a phenomenon that would change the internet communication as we know it. In 2004, Mark Zuckerberg launched what would soon be known as a social media superstar. He developed Facebook for fellow Harvard students to stay in contact and network among each other. Realizing the full potential of this website, he released it to the public, causing an online frenzy, which would set the bar for all other social media websites. Now this website has over 1.3 billion users ranging from the age of 13 and up. With the inability to top the service Facebook provided, developers began to create websites with the same concept but with an added twist. Each website designed to a specific trend that took place during the time, producing a variety of ways to share content through popular apps such as Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Social media has evolved from a hobby to a way of life. Young teens and children depend on it as if they would die without it. A study from Pew Research Center shows that 95% of teenagers use social media as of September 2015, illustrating that society's youth has gone completely electronic when it comes to keeping in touch. The expansion of social media has a disproportionate influence on users because the negative toll being brought on the young users greatly surpasses the positive qualities of life online. Social media was created for quick and easy communication among friends and family no matter the distance, allowing people to show information through blogs and instant messaging, revolutionizing the way the internet was used and started a social frenzy. By the year 2000, around 100 million people had access to the internet, becoming quite common for people to participate socially online. Business networking allowed for quick access of data and communication among businesses and customers, effectively reaching out to millions of internet users at one time. For example, Facebook and Twitter have a device called geo-targeting, which is a precise way to select specific demographics such as language, location, age, and gender. This process isn't used for just the production side of companies, but also for the job advertisement, allowing companies to search specific demographics for qualified employees. Not to mention, social media allows companies to do all of this with little to no cost. The government also can benefit greatly from quick and effective advertisement of social media. Campaigning has become revolutionized within the past decade. Government parties can create Facebook pages to gain followers and post crucial information, such as speech dates, donation websites, and views on political arguments. The growth of social media has changed our way of living into a virtual era, taking away aspects of life that make us who we are. Now everyone is depicted by the information provided on Facebook pages and feeds. People can make themselves out to be whoever they want, taking away from impersonal socialization. People don't actually get to know each other. Instead, people get to know the fictional representation of that person. The spread of false information is perfect reason why not to believe anything on social media. Pew Research Center found that 26% of users falsify information to protect their privacy or reach specific demographics such as age, ethnicity, social groups, etc. Anyone can make up a story that sounds believable to sway people's view on a situation. This happens a lot with government and environmental views. For example, people can create a report saying that coal mining should be shut down because of a mine that blew up in Colorado. People don't actually know if this event happened, but will side against coal mines just because of this article. Nothing has factual backing, and social media makes it impossible to decipher real stories from the fake. Social media can also put a toll on your private life. It's very difficult to keep people out of your personal life when everyone has the access to view your profile. Websites try to reduce this invasion of privacy by only allowing your friends to see your account, but many stalkers and hackers can find loopholes. Pew Research Center states that 21% of internet users have had a social network account compromised by hackers, and 12% have been stalked or harassed online. A lot of this results by clicking on ads or profiles that have the ability to get your password and username, and allow them to post and view freely on your account. The lack of privacy can also harm your job and educational security. Businesses can look at your profile and see everything that you post. If there's inappropriate comments or pictures on your profile, it can result in job discipline or lead to dismissal. Colleges now look at students' profiles and it can affect scholarships and admission status. Researchers have also correlated social media with brain disorders such as ADHD, addiction, inability to have in-person conversations, and need for gratification. These types of addictions are categorized under a new type of medical condition called social media anxiety disorder. Most of the anxiety comes from users developing stress about the opinions of their peers. Teens become so caught up in the online world that they don't socialize and get gratification in person and rely on opinions from everyone online. And there's always negative feedback that people can only take so much of. This condition is very common in today's world. Over 60% of users log into social media more than twice a day. Studies show that only 51% of children go out once a day to either walk or play, also resulting in childhood obesity. It has more than quadrupled in the past 30 years. This addiction is destroying the health of children. These disturbing studies show the declining childhood that kids have nowadays. They may be very tech savvy, but lack in-person social skills, athleticism, real-world skills, and pretty much anything that doesn't involve an electronic device. The expansion of social media has a disproportionate influence on teens and children because the negative toll being brought on users greatly suppresses the positive qualities of life. If there's only one word to describe social media, it's convenient. It makes anything easy to do, from staying connected, distributing information, and showing creativity. But it also makes it easy for bullies, stalkers, developing brain disorders, falsifying information, and becoming obese. For the betterment of the future of teens and children, social media needs to be limited. There's no way to completely get rid of social media. It's become a way too overpowering, but it can be controlled by lawful action. It's time to take action so that these kids can have the childhood that everyone had before them.